I absolutely agree. And I mean, it's been just the most crazy. I mean, I found, you know, him being banned from all social media. I mean, you've been on the receiving end of one of Trump's Twitter nicknames. What's your feeling about Trump being banned from social media accounts?
When I heard that, when he was banned from Twitter, my first thought was, oh, there goes my relationship with him. Because he's tweeted at me or about me at least a dozen times. And I'm in a select club of people where he has come up with a nickname for, like he calls Biden Sleepy Joe. You know, there are certain people that get a nickname.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those people. And my nickname that he bestowed upon me is Sloppy Mike. And I thought, you know, actually the first time I heard him say that about me, I thought, you know, this is one of the few times he's telling the truth.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I can go with this.
I mean,
but no, it's a relief for most people that we've not had to wake up for the last 7 or 10 mornings with him and his tweets. It's been nice, it's been quiet, but here's the dangerous part of this. What was great about him being on Twitter is that we always knew what he was up to. He always showed his hand. And now, we don't know what he's doing. We haven't seen him. We don't know what he's up to. I'm thinking, damn, give him just 1 hour of Twitter right now, just so we can all get a clue as to what he's got planned for the inauguration. That's it.
I mean, like when he got the banning of the social media, when he got you know, banned from there, and then YouTube taking down his channel for a week and all these things. I mean, this election, really, and it's not just this election, this is politics all over the world. If I think about the Brexit vote at home and things like that, where this is the first time, really, where truth doesn't seem to matter. And someone's truth over here is a different thing to someone's truth over here, and the people are being lied to, which politicians were never allowed to do, and now seemingly that's fine because there's bending of what is even real and true. I mean, you're someone who's made a career out of exposing the truth. What do you think of this and news and media, and for want of a better phrase, fake news, I guess? How do we combat that moving forward?
With real truth. This is why it's so important. People say, how are we ever, 74 million people voted for Trump. And I say, yes, but, you know, 74 million people used to smoke cigarettes, you know, and then eventually they didn't. And now it's just a few million that smoke. I mean, with things that you would never think would happen. That, I mean, the homophobia that used to exist in this country, and then it just kind of, it went away because people started speaking the truth. Mainly gay people came out to friends and relatives, and everybody said, well, you're gay? Well, but I love you. You're my aunt. You're my son. You're my, and because love wins, usually. Love wins. And so they, through their truth, ended a mass homophobic attitude in this country. So I think that with Biden and all of us who voted for him, what we have to do for the people that voted for Donald Trump is we have to give them the things that we promised, because then they're going to start to go, wow, healthcare is like free. I don't have to pay a doctor's bill. I'm not going to lose my house because I went bankrupt from a hospital stay. That's right. Well, who did that? Well, Joe Biden and those damn Democrats did it. And it's going to sink into their head. Oh, my God, my minimum wage job, I'm now being paid double what I was paid last year because they raised it. My wife, who works at Piggly Wiggly, is now making the same as the guy at the cashier next to her when he was making more. But now these Democrats have made it the law that women are to be paid the same as men. I think enough of that will take enough of them to say, okay, they're not going to call themselves Democrats or liberals or whatever, but they're sure going to see that when we do things, we do it for everybody. When the Republicans do things like big tax cuts for the rich, it's for just a few percentage of the population. But when we do things, we're going to make sure that your kid goes to college for free. We're going to make sure that we're not going to enter wars that we have no business being in. We're not going to send your sons and daughters off to die. They're going to see that we don't just do things to benefit us. We do it for everybody.
Is he going to be able to do that, though, Joe Biden? When you look at him, do you think, I absolutely think he wants to, is he going to be able to deliver on all of those promises?
At the beginning of last year, when I was campaigning with Bernie, I would have said no. But I and Bernie believe that we've got a new Joe Biden here. And you can see through his cabinet selections, you can see through the things that he's talking about every day. He is going to be a bulldog for these things. Boy, and if I'm wrong, I'll come back on the show and I'll eat this Golden State Warriors hat. but I honestly believe, you know, he knows. He's even said this. He's guaranteed one term, he said. He won't commit to the second term because he knows he's 78 years old. He knows he's in the final, you know, years of his life. And I think he wants to leave a legacy behind that's going to be powerful, that's going to be like Franklin Roosevelt, that we're going to have this better country, that everybody will have a seat at the table and everybody will get a slice of the pie. That's what being an American is about, that everybody is part of it.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Now, I really want to talk about your podcast, Rumble with Michael Moore. How's it going? You launched it last year. Are you enjoying doing this?
Yes, I launched it just like a number of weeks before the pandemic, before the lockdown.
Wow.
And today, just before we went on, we had our 23rd millionth download of it with no ads, no nothing.
Yeah.
Just people have found it. And I'm so blessed and so privileged, and I'm able to say things that I don't hear being said sometimes. Some of them I've just said to you.
How many people did you say have downloaded your podcast? How many?
23 million as of today.
23 million. I'm so thrilled for your show. It is so brilliant, and I'm so happy it's such a success. You can listen to Rumble with Michael Moore everywhere that you find podcasts.